Hello everyone. It's a privilege to be part of this global conversation today. A month ago, on the 25th of September, at the UN headquarters in New York, world leaders declared, on behalf of the peoples we serve, we have adopted a historic decision on a comprehensive, far-reaching and people-centered set of universal and transformative goals and targets. I find this solemn promise breathtaking in its scope and ambition, because the new set of 17 goals and 169 targets are for all countries and all people, the entire world in fact. What's more, world leaders have pledged that no one will be left behind. In 1945, the founding members of the United Nations outlined their intent to save succeeding generations from the scourge of war, to affirm human rights and gender equity, and to promote social progress. 70 years later, we are still aiming to achieve these very same goals, plus quite a few more. But significantly, these new goals have been set within a very specific time frame. They are to be achieved by 2030, which is less than 15 years away. I find the bold confidence of this new declaration quite extraordinary. Like the MDGs that were launched at the start of this century, the new Sustainable Development Goals focus on ending poverty and hunger. Similarly, food security and poverty eradication are the main overarching goals of this new agenda. But to carry on the way we have been, burning fossil fuel with abandon and ignoring the ever-increasing wealth gap, both within and between nations, isn't going to transform the lives of the 7 billion people who call Earth their home. Nor is it going to benefit the planet on which we live. What's needed is a paradigm shift. There's a sense of urgency about these development goals that wasn't there 15 years ago. Pope Francis has highlighted the link between our lacklustre efforts to tackle climate change and our efforts to make poverty history. He claims, the same mindset which stands in the way of making radical decisions to reverse the trend of global warming also stands in the way of achieving the goal of eliminating poverty. 4 key points have struck me about this new plan to transform our world. 1. Planet. Sustainable development used to be understood as social and economic transformation, but now a vital third dimension has been acknowledged as essential: environmental. To put it simply, human development won't be achieved if we destroy the planet on which we live. 2. Peace. Sustainable development cannot take place in the midst of conflict. To quote from the Declaration again, freedom from fear and violence is a most basic human right, not an optional extra. 3. People. This includes all people, because sustainable development cannot be achieved without the contributions of those who hold up half the sky, namely women and girls. And fourthly, partnerships. Nor can it be achieved by national governments alone. The changed realities of our world today demand the involvement of global corporations, financial institutions, civil society, science, technology, academia, and faith communities. The stakes are high, because unless there is a serious, strategic and coordinated attempt to attain these new development goals, life as we know it on planet Earth will not continue. In the words of the Declaration, we can be the first generation to succeed in ending poverty, just as we may be the last to have a chance of saving the planet. Thank you.